Hello friends, we're here today to share a fun technique with you for how to use your punches in a new way on your cards. Right? Yeah, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're doing is we are going to be using punches to create what I'm calling medallion cards, where you use those punches in a repeated pattern across the background of your card to look like a pattern of medallions. The punch set I used on this one, I'll show you here quickly. This is called the Lasting Label Punch. It goes with the Lovely and Lasting stamp set. This is a new favorite of mine, and we're going to be creating a card here in just a second with another set, new in with our holiday products this year called Handmade Wishes and the Handmade Tag Punch. So on this one, I just punched those pieces out repeatedly from some designer papers. This is a perfect technique to use up some of your scraps. And you could use it for designer papers. You could do this with cardstock. You could use cardstock pieces and emboss them. There are so many different ways to do this, and I'll show you some different things you can try as we go along here. The paper I used on this one, I do want to mention this now. I said this is perfect for your scrap paper, but I had some new paper packs I was just kind of dying to get my hands on, so I did use some new paper to create my cards. This pack right here is called Wonderful World, and I love these floral prints. It goes with a stamp set we're going to use here in a little bit to create a fun tag for the card I just showed you. And then I want to show you this other one. This is the one we'll be using here in a second. This one is called Rings of Love, and it has these really pretty natural prints. Now, what's special about these two paper packs and the one stamp set I just showed you is you can get these free right now. Between now and the end of August, with any $50 order, you can choose a free celebration item. So you could choose the Rings of Love paper pack or the other one, the Wonderful World one, that bundle, that is free with a $100 order. We have lots of other options you can choose from as well. So I really wanted to try out these paper packs. That's why I use them on these cards. So let's grab that Handmade Wishes bundle, and we are going to prepare to create a medallion card with it. Now I've already prepared some pieces here, and you can see what I've already created. For the reason I really like these two bundles that I selected to use is because they both have a stamp in the stamp set that coordinates with the punch. Now on this one, I did not use that stamp. I just used the punch and punched them out. For this one, I am actually stamping that outline and then punching it just to define the shape a little bit better. So let's grab this beautiful bird print. I love this. I am going to ink up my stamp with some Evening Evergreen ink, and I want to place this somewhere. I'm going to be able to see some of these birds. We'll do it right here. So of course, if you're using up your scraps, you don't have to worry about your placement. But for some of these prints, I really wanted to get that focal point in there so we can actually see that those are some birds. Okay, so punch out all your pieces however you like. Once you have them all punched out, you can decide how you're going to lay them out on your card. On this one, I just started in the center. I think with this piece, I attached it, and then I went in a line both directions, and then started on the line that was below that. This shape right here fits really well if I place 6 of them on the card, and I think I'll just have to trim off a little bit from the edges. So flip these over, put some adhesive on them. And after we get these attached, we're gonna create a tag for each of the cards. And like I said, I have some fun techniques that we'll look at. So go ahead and put the adhesive on first. Are you gonna help us here in a second?
Yeah.
Yeah? My helper is just dying to help. So get the adhesive on these and start attaching them. This print right here was so pretty. I just love the prints in this set. So I'm going to lay these on here gently before I press them down. Make sure they are where I want them to be before I make anything permanent. Really like this floral print here and this leaf print as well. Yes?
Why do you only have one of that one and that one?
Why I don't know.
And that one.
I don't know. Should I have had 2 of them?
You should have 2 of the same ones.
Should I?
There's one that has the same.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. You want to make some of these and you can make sure you have 2 of each?
Yeah.
After you attach your medallions, your punches, onto your card base, you will want to trim off any edges. So when you're putting your adhesive on, you want to keep in mind not to place it edge to edge if you're going to have to cut that piece off. Especially if you're using glue. I thought about using glue with these because it would make it easy to shift them around a little bit and get the spacing right. But you do want to be careful not to put glue on and then, you know, have edges hanging off and then you have glue everywhere. Okay, so we have the backgrounds of both of our cards prepared. Let's work on some tags. Now, this one I already stamped with the handmade tag punch. I use the stamp set that goes with it. I was debating because a lot of the greetings in this one have to do with Christmas and the holidays, and my paper does not have to do with Christmas and the holidays, but I love that you can piece together the different stamps in here. So I created one that says handmade with love for you, and we'll punch this out. Do you want to punch this out for me?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. While you do that, I am going to put a little bit of ribbon on my card that will show behind the tag. Like to put little ribbon accents that look like this on my cards. So I just put some adhesive down and then I kind of wind it back and forth and press the ribbon into the adhesive so it stays in place. Got it?
I kind of got it off a little.
Off a little bit? Hey, that looks pretty good to me. Would you like to put some dimensionals on the back? And while she is getting some dimensionals on the back of our punch for this one, let's look at this one. I'll bring in my paper that we're going to use. And I thought it would be fun to do a technique. So I said that this paper, you can get it free as a bundle along with the Wonderful World stamp set. So I thought for my tag, I wanted to use this stamp set. And what we're going to do, I'm going to have my helper color on the stamps. So she's going to use some markers. You want to put that on there? Thank you. Lovely, lovely. So here's our first card. Now, do you want to color on that stamp with the markers?
Okay.
So that we can get the 2 different colors? Can you do it over here so that they can see what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So she is going to color the flower part with my rich raspberry marker. Then she's going to color leaves with the mossy meadow. And while she...
Evening evergreen.
Oh!
I think. Maybe?
Did I just get corrected?
No. That's evening evergreen. You got 2 different colors.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm very confused. What's going on right now?
Well, I thought these...
Is anyone else confused what's going on right
I
now?
thought the markers and the ink pads were the same colors.
Okay, so this is rich raspberry. That's what I just stamped right here. I am going to stamp the greeting once you're done because it's on the back side of your block. If you're ever short on stamping blocks, you can always mount stamps on both sides. So what we're going to do, I want that to be in the background, but if I stamp it the way it is right now, it's going to be a little bit dark. So I will stamp off onto some scrap paper for the background. So we'll stamp here once. We'll stamp here the second time so we get that lighter image. That is just so pretty. This is the first time I'm trying out this stamp set and I absolutely love that. That is beautiful. Now I'm going to stamp the best of luck greeting which is out of the stamp set for the label punch here. I'm going to stamp this with rich raspberry as well, and then we can punch this out. I thought this would make a nice wedding card. So we got this stamped. Let's punch it out, and then we can add it to our card. So I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can use the punches in your collection. These two sets that I've used right here, I just love. I think they are some of the most versatile punches I have in my collection. If you're interested in them or any of the other products I used right now, like I said, during Celebration, you can get free products with any $50 order you place. You can find links to these products and also my website where you can shop for other supplies in the video description below. Did you have something to add?
I like how you did the darker color for the grading and the outline of that.
Yeah, so it shows up better over the lighter color of the flower. Yes, that way we can read it. So thanks to my helper for helping today. She just loves to craft. She's miniature crafter in training. We might have to get her on a addiction prevention program soon. See, if you stick around till the end, you get to hear the comedy act too. So thanks for being here, everyone. We hope you have a blessed day, and we hope you'll be back again next time when I or we will be here helping you to hand make with love.